How's it? Indian Cowboy, DocSports.com, connected on Monday, October the 28th, as we get this video to you. I played in a tennis national championship this past weekend for my age bracket, and our team finished third in the country, which is pretty amazing. And so that's why I was out of commission this weekend as far as the videos. But I'm back here. The daily videos are back. This video I'll have your free selection here between, as you know, I kind of play semi-pro tennis here, but have your free selection here between the Giants and Pittsburgh in just a second. Also have leans on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have about 10 free selections today. So yeah, hello, my name is Indian Cowboy, and this is Doc Sports. The algorithms of Indian Cowboy have been around for 19 years, and Doc Sports has been around for 53 years. I have a doctorate and a master's in biostatistics. That is how these algorithms work. Welcome to my free daily podcast. Our best selections are at docsports.com under Arun Shiva or Indian Cowboy. Our next best selections are our free picks and leans, which is a daily video that you're watching right now. We, of course, have our popular YouTube premium teaching channel for $20 a month. We do a live show. We try to do a live show every single day. I will have a live show today for you at around 4:15 Eastern as we get ready for the week. I will have another live show for you tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern as well. We're going to really focus a lot on live shows this week, and we're going to get you all that content in advance. I plan on having the football video up in advance by Wednesday evening for Thursday's games, and that way you have all the football selections and thoughts for the week well in advance for your fantasy leagues and for your pick'em leagues and so forth, all right? And again, YouTube Premium is awesome because you get a written summary at the end, and it's every single day. And and it's just a huge, awesome value. And plus, you get to hang out with me and ask me any questions you want. And we're going to spend a lot of time on YouTube Premium this week. A lot of selections will be there, and some of them will turn out to be premium selections. So the link to YouTube Premium is in the comments section, as well as a link to how to get to free $60 worth of premium selections. What else do I need to tell you? If you want even more content, be sure to check my Twitter. It has our latest updates, hot takes on sports, popular consensus sports, and our latest videos are posted there. All right, we have a 7-unit. We passed yesterday in the NBA. We are 3-1 to start the NBA season for plus 760. We have a 7-unit selection today at 7 o'clock. We have a 7-unit NHL selection today at 7 o'clock. We did win our 7-unit college football selection on California, winning 44-7. Hopefully you'll join us for college basketball, which is 8 days away. 4-unit selection to the Yankees and the Dodgers today. We have won 11 of 13 winning playoff seasons. So excited about that as well. Yeah, NHL. We have a 7-unit NHL selection today between Florida and Buffalo, which we're excited about. We did win our last selection with Florida this past on Saturday, winning 6-3. So pretty excited about. We actually follow the Panthers pretty closely. So looking forward to the 7-unit hockey selection and the 7-unit NBA selection. Golf, 7-unit winner last weekend. MMA plus 6,000 on the year. Daily prop, 4-unit selection today. We are on an 8-3 run in daily props as well. All right, so let's get to your free play selection today. And I like the under here between the Giants and Pittsburgh here. I think that makes sense. If you take a look at this game, you can find the total at around 36.5, 37. And see, here's the thing. The Giants are off back-to-back losses, okay? And the Giants put up 3 points in their last game. Yeah, their offense could bounce back, but I actually think the Giants are probably going to cover. And whenever the Giants cover, they typically play to the under, right? Look at the games that they've done well and look at the games that they've won. They have a tendency to go under the posted total. And I think today will be one such game. I think it'll be an ugly game, right? The Giants have scored 7 and 3 points. Pittsburgh obviously has a fantastic defense. When the Giants have done well, such as against Seattle, yes, it was 29-20, but against Cleveland, it was 21-15. And this is also the lowest total the Giants have faced all year long. Then you have Pittsburgh here, also the lowest total outside of the Las Vegas game, which went over 32-13. But I feel like the Giants' offense is even more anemic than Vegas's offense, to be honest with you. And I have this, and I think the strength of the Giants team today, after giving up 28 points to the Eagles, will be their defense. That's the highest output they've given up all year as well. And I simply do not trust Pittsburgh's offense to come back here after putting up 37 and 32 points their last 2 games. I don't trust the Steelers offense at all. I think the Giants probably hang close. I think they stay within the number. And I like the under between the Giants and Pittsburgh today, the under 37 or 36.5. I also have a small lean on the Giants, but I'll give you the free play as the under today. As it relates to Toronto and Winnipeg in hockey, I like Toronto here. Toronto does make some sense here. Toronto has won this game the last 5 times. Winnipeg is 8-0. There is nothing a team loves to do than to stop another team from being undefeated as well. Toronto, again, has won this head-to-head 5 straight times. It makes a lot of sense here. I think Toronto does well. They're losers of 3 straight. They need to bounce back. Why else would they be favorites here? They are the big brother of this team, if you will, and I think Winnipeg actually loses their first game tonight. I like Toronto in hockey. NBA, I like New York here. Cleveland is 3-0 out of the gates. New York is 1-1. New York beat this team last time, so Cleveland does have some revenge. I get that. But New York comes in as favorites here, despite Cleveland being undefeated. I do think New York gets up for Cleveland here, and I think they give Cleveland their first loss. I think New York is finding their depth. They're finding their rotation now with their new players, and I think New York does well today. Milwaukee and Boston. This was a tough game. This is actually what one of our 4 prop is on today in the NBA. But I'm going to go with, I really went back and forth, but I'm going to go with Boston here. Milwaukee beat this team last time, and Boston has revenge. Keep that in mind. Boston is also 3-0. I hate that Milwaukee comes off back-to-back losses, but I want to tell you something. Boston didn't play well against Detroit at all. They were massive favorites, and they almost lost that game. And I think they come back here right out of the gates, and they play really well. I like Boston tonight. Detroit and Miami in the NBA. I like Detroit there. I lean on Detroit there. The thing here is that, Detroit could lay an egg after nearly beating Boston. Miami's won 6 in a row between these two teams. Detroit has lost 4 in a row as well. Detroit is 0-3 out of the gates. And I understand that Miami's off of a big win, though, which is why I don't fully trust Miami. I think the winless Detroit Pistons hang tough here against Miami as Miami comes off a huge win. I think Miami has a letdown. And I think Detroit is playing hard. They're still winless, and I think they're going to seek their first win. They're going to play hard. Washington, Atlanta in the NBA. I like Washington here. Washington is 0-2 and Atlanta is 2-1. Washington won 127-99 last time, and Washington played 2 good teams, Boston and Cleveland, right out of the gates. And I know Atlanta's off of a terrible loss, but Washington is winless. Washington always gets up to face Atlanta, and Washington has faced a tough schedule out of the gates in both Boston and Cleveland, who are both obviously undefeated. And I like Washington today as a decent dog. I almost made this my NBA premium selection. Denver and Toronto. Denver's 0-2 and Toronto's 1-2. It does make sense for Denver that Denver avoids going 0-3 here out of the gates. Jokic had 41 points in his last game, or more than 40 points. Westbrook went 0-8 in his last game. And I think it's kind of messed up their chemistry, obviously, here. But Toronto's off of a loss to Minnesota. I just don't see Denver going 0-3 out of the gates. I think they step up here. I understand Toronto's off of a loss to Minnesota, but I still like Denver to avoid starting the season 0-3. Edmonton and Columbus in the NHL. I like the over there. Columbus won 4-2 last game. They haven't met this year. Edmonton beat Detroit, and Pittsburgh did not play well against Detroit. It does make sense for Edmonton to play well. Columbus can be a hit-or-miss team, comes off of a loss. The over does make some sense here with Edmonton on the bounce back, and Columbus is off of a loss, so they can be an active dog as well. And that's why I like the over between Edmonton and Columbus. Nashville and Tampa Bay in the hockey. I like Nashville. Nashville is 3-5, and Tampa Bay is 5-3. These two teams have not met this year. Nashville did win 5-1 last time. So Tampa Bay could remember that, but then again, Nashville is off of 3 straight wins and they're playing really well. Tampa Bay's off of pitching a shutout as well, and the Tampa Bay team has not won back-to-back games except once this year, and that was in the beginning of this year. And they haven't won back-to-back games since then, and they come off pitching a shutout, so I think they have a letdown. And I like Nashville. Finally, San Jose and Utah. I like the under here between these two teams. San Jose is 0-7 out of the gates, and Utah is 4-4. Obviously, there's no history between these two teams, as Utah is a new team, or from Arizona, but they technically never played a season in Utah. San Jose lost its last game 3-7. That's the most number of goals they've given up all year. Utah's lost 3 straight games coming in. Utah's a very good defensive team, and when they lose, they play pretty well defensively. It's a decent public fade as well. I like the under here between these two teams. That is the video for today. About 10 free selections for you, including the NFL free selection. That's the main one. Hope you guys are doing great. 7-unit NBA tonight at 7 o'clock. 7-unit NHL tonight at 7 o'clock. I hope you join us for all of that. Please take a moment to like and subscribe. And for football, I'll have 20 free selections for you on Wednesday, okay? Please take a moment to like and subscribe, and YouTube Premium. I'll see you at 4:15 Eastern today. Take care. Bye-bye.